chaotic yet peaceful channel. I have a mirror. It is a mirror that I took that was left next to a garbage bin, and I'm not even ashamed to admit it. But yeah, I just found this mirror. Someone threw it out, and it's a perfectly good mirror. Like, why wouldn't they donate it to me so that I can paint it? Now, my plan, at the moment, this mirror just sits in a corner in my bedroom and it looks kind of boring. Like, I already have a normal mirror in my bedroom that I use, and I don't really use this mirror for anything. So the painting that I'm planning, I want to incorporate like some breaks in it with the mirror elements so that you can see that it is a mirror. Like, I don't want to completely cover it up, but I also don't really care about using it as a mirror. So it's just gonna be like a fancy painting. So the hard part about this mirror is that it is very long and very vertical, or horizontal, but I'm using it vertically. And it has about a 1:4 ratio. So I have to think really carefully about how exactly I want to paint what I want to paint on it. I decided one night at about 1 a.m. that I wanted to paint this mirror. As you can see, I came up with some sketch ideas, and my first idea was this kind of mountains, trees, and just like a big moon/sun in the middle that I would leave as the mirror, but I feel like it's kind of overdone. And then my next idea was this ocean themed landscape, but then I also feel like that's overdone too. And then I came up with my most brilliant idea, this whole ass octopus that I decided to sketch inside the mirror, because I feel like octopuses can become any shape anyway, so I definitely feel like I could fit it on my mirror. And then I thought about this like UFO sucking up stuff from the city, but then I realized that I don't paint that kind of stuff anyway. And then I just wrote on the next 2 panels of my sketchbook, fuck this, I am doing the octopus, let's do it. So here we are, besties. Also, I just wanted to say that every single mirror painting trend I've seen at the moment is just people painting butterflies and flowers and maybe a couple of other cute things, but it's mostly butterflies and flowers. And I want to show the world that I can paint more than butterflies and flowers. Don't look at that painting up there. That's definitely not a butterfly with flowers. I just realized that you couldn't even see what painting I was talking about. It's this one. Yeah, that's definitely not a butterfly with flowers. Yeah, definitely not. Ain't nothing wrong with being a basic This is fruit juice for YouTube purposes. Also, these are the only colors I have left out of my acrylic paints, and I don't want to buy any new acrylic paints, but these are the only colors I have left, so this is what we have to work with. Lucky for me, octopuses can be any color you want. Alrighty, so I got started by taping up the white frame of the mirror so that I don't get any paint on it. Then I measured out the area and separated it into quadrants. I did this because it would help me sketch out my octopus better so that it's placed well, not too far up or down. And I used a Posca paint pen to sketch. Overall, I'm not particularly skilled in sketching or drawing, so I'm very happy that I was able to freehand this. I then started painting a base coat of this dark rosy color while also trying to cover up the lines from the pen since I didn't want to have an outline for this painting. Alright, this is where we are. It looks really red on camera, but it's actually more of a rosy kind of color. You can see the difference between my outline, which is a true red, and that color. I actually took a break right after this and went out to dinner, but I came back after and did a second coat to fill in some of the more see-through parts. I met a friend for dinner tonight, and I don't know if she's gonna watch this, but basically I was like, out of the blue, just told her, oh, I'm painting an octopus on my mirror, and then without missing a beat, she just goes, why? You know, I don't know why. I don't know why I challenge myself on these big-ass projects. And I just told her, you know, just cuz. And she's like, oh, okay. Just accepted it. Like that, my friends just know that about me now. Like, there's no reason why I do things. It's just, I want to do it, and then I get an idea in my head, and I can't get it Oh my god, this motorbike's outside. It's fucking 12 a.m. at night. Why is there a motorbike outside? Anyway, I just get these ideas in my head and I want to do them and I can't, like, it doesn't go out of my head until I do them, you know? Does anyone else have that? Please. Oh my god, you can see the tentacles reflected in the ceiling from my mirror and my brush. I'm losing my mind. I need to go to bed. It's like almost like 1 a.m. Okay, bye. Okay, sorry about that interruption to the program. So after a good night's sleep, I began actually filling in the details. I started with a nice solid blue color for the insides of the tentacles and shaded that in some areas to give them more dimension. I really enjoyed this particular blue color because it's very crisp is the only way I can describe it, and it's definitely not slightly see-through like that rose color I was using previously. I also added in some purple and pink hues, and I was going more for the visible brushstroke look in some areas. I think that really gives my paintings texture because I don't paint very realistically. I like vivid colors and a more fun, illustrative look. Oh, and also the next shots will be what my environment sounds like when I paint like 90% of the time. Yeah, it's pretty loud. I literally blast music or podcasts. It's funny the ways people relax. Some people meditate, some people go on a hike and see nature. Yeah, not me. Although those things are relaxing sometimes, they are not my preferred mode of relaxation. Oh, and please ignore my weird painting positions. But yeah, over here I was working on bringing more colors into it. I even added some yellow hues to brighten certain areas. I was really careful with the yellow though because I didn't want it to become mucky or brown over the purple. And I also brightened some other areas with a yellowish pinkish kind of cream white color. This is an example of my strokes going from darkest to lightest. Acrylics are my favorite because they are so easy to paint with and they cover up mistakes really easily. However, I'm also excited to get into trying acrylic gouache sometime, so stay tuned for that. I was slightly worried about what those eyes would look like. I didn't want it to turn out scary looking, but I did want them to stand out. I tried to show some close-up strokes as well. I feel like you can really get a sense of what the texture looks like compared to when I just show the time-lapse, so I hope you like that. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you prefer, the speedy time-lapses or the close-up strokes, or both. And we are on the last stretch here, so this was my favorite part of painting this octopus, which was putting in the suckers. Sucker? I hardly know her. I apologize for that joke. I literally had a salted caramel thick shake from Domino's and I'm sugar high right now, so I think I can do anything. I painted them in a light blue and then added an even lighter blue on top with a smaller brush. And lastly, I used a pure white with an even smaller brush. I think these three ringlets in slightly different shades of blue give a very cool dimension to these suckers. Ugh, just so satisfying to watch the paint. I also added in small white dots as highlights, focusing more on the top of the head and the tips of the tentacles. I started doing them with a paintbrush, but then I realized I literally bought a white Posca marker for this specific reason, and that looks a lot more clean than the paint. I also wiped away all of my nasty fingerprints to let the mirror shine through and sign my name like a true artiste that I am. Oh, and I also realized that this color is similar to that rose color I was using as a base, so I really sharpened those tentacle tips to make them extra pointy. You know, I gave that octopus a manicure. And here is the final product. I took it outside, it was a very sunny day and the sky was very clear and blue. The colors really pop in the sunlight and I'm just so excited by how it turned out. I've started not to be so hard on myself in my paintings and I feel like it's really paying off in my art. So just a reminder to stop being so hard on yourself. I also took some fun photos with it. They are up on my Instagram if you feel compelled to check them out. The link is in my description. And also, this little octopus has a permanent place in the corner of my bedroom now. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. You know.